What is up, everyone? This is Kyle from the TF Review, and today we're going to be taking a look at another San Diego Comic-Con 2015 exclusive. This time we're taking a look at the Halo Mega Bloks Character Icon Preview Pack. This is, of course, the Mega Bloks preview set for all of the new Halo 5 Guardians Mega Bloks figures that are coming out, and it does come with the three main characters. Taking a look at the packaging, it's got a very unique, very bizarre, very Promethean-shaped box, which would suggest that the Prometheans are coming back. On the sides and on the back, it's just a plain black box with nothing. Most of the weird edges are on the front and the top, and it's got some really cool details. When you open up the packaging, it's got a nice magnetic click, which feels real good. We can see on this side we do have the actual figures themselves, and right here, the Halo Icons character pack, and this is, of course, the instruction manual. And it does give you a nice little bio somewhere right here on all three characters. So we get Arbiter, Master Chief, and Spartan Locke. And feel free to push pause and to read the full descriptions of each character while you can. Also on this side, there are more pieces. You pull them out, and this will of course form what will become a nice little display stand for these characters if you're not really happy with the way they're set up, but I kind of think they look awesome like this. So I may or may not end up displaying it in packaging like this or on their little display stand. That basically does it for the packaging. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to build this display stand, and we're going to take a look at each figure. So here we have the 3-pack in all its completed glory. We do have Master Chief, the Arbiter, and Spartan Locke over here. The base itself is pretty simple and pretty easy to break, obviously. Basically what you did is you constructed 3 different platforms. There's a platform down here for Locke, a platform right here for the Arbiter, and one way up here for Master Chief. And on the back, it's pretty hollow, not a lot going on. Very basic build, and of course you do have the Halo 5 Guardians Limited Edition plaque right in the front. Taking a closer look at each figure, starting with the Arbiter, we can see Arbiter is now completely decked out in gold, which looks absolutely really cool. If you wanted to take his helmet off, we can see there he is. Let's see if I can get him in focus. He looks pretty cool, and he does have an energy sword, which is not blue or any color that we're used to seeing. It is, in fact, this goldish, kind of a sandy brown color. And on the back, fully detailed, really, really nicely done, and he does have quite a bit of articulation. See, his head is kind of on a ball joint, can move around. His arms are on a universal joint. His elbows are on a universal joint, and his hands do hinge and rotate. His legs are on a ball joint, his knees are just on a regular pivot joint, and of course his back knees, I totally forgot what these type of feet are called, I just can't remember off the top of my head. Oh, and he does have a waist swivel, so he's got a ton of articulation for such a tiny little figure. I'm really impressed. Moving on to Spartan Locke, we can see he comes with almost like a battle rifle type thing. Let's go ahead and take that out of his hand. His rifle does have a tiny bit of paint detail and these gold stripes that go around the bottom. Pretty hard to see, but that's about it. And he's finished in a nice glossy black finish. He looks very menacing, very mean. He's got a lot of articulation. He's got the waist swivel. His legs are on ball joints, bend at the knee, nothing at the feet, unfortunately. Arms are on universal, elbows on universal, and his feet do rotate, and his head is on a ball joint, looks around. Again, a lot of articulation for a very small, very, very, very tiny figure. And look at that face. That is mean. I dig it. I dig it. Last but certainly not least, we have Master Chief. And we can see that he, has gone through a couple changes. First, starting with his battle rifle. It does have nice shimmery green paint apps on it, and of course a little bit of a tan gray right there going across the top. He has the most detailed weapon of the bunch, which I kind of appreciate. He's done in a very, very, very olive green, glossy finish. It looks absolutely wonderful, absolutely menacing. We can see one very noticeable difference is his visor is now cracked, and for articulation, arms universal joint, elbows universal joint, hands bend. He does have a waist swivel, head is on a ball joint, his leg is on a ball joint, and bend at the knee. Again, a lot of articulation for such a tiny little figure. Overall, there's really not a lot to say about this set that can't be seen. These are three very, very premium figures. You will not see this much paint detail or a nice glossy finish on any of the retail releases, so the only way to get these beautiful figures is through this Comic-Con exclusive, or if they go for sale a little bit later. I would definitely recommend picking it up, especially if you're into these new superposable figures. They are a ton of fun, and not to mention, this packaging looks awesome. One small complaint, I wish they didn't go all out on this box because, you know, let's be realistic, it's just a box, and it's not very collector friendly either. These things are a pain in the butt to get the figures out of. They are thick plastic, so you're gonna basically wreck them when you're trying to get each of them individual figures out. But let's say you did want to keep this box, all you would need to do is take it, place it up there, and you're good to go. Anyway, that does it for this review, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you're a fan of Halo and a fan of the Halo Mega Bloks line and everything that they're doing with all the improved figures and all the improved brick quality, this is definitely a must-buy, especially if, you know, you can find it for close to retail. It's a lot of fun, and it is a great display piece. I do wish they didn't spend so much budget on the box and gave us a little bit more in terms of pieces or maybe weapons or whatnot, but that's my only gripe. I think it's fun. Thank you so much for watching. I've got a ton more Comic-Con exclusive videos coming up. I hope you're excited because I'm so excited to bring them to you. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the next video.